Today I am here talking to the lovely people at Ducks Unlimited Canada at the Harry J. Enns Wetland Discovery Center, just north of Winnipeg. It's hard to overstate how important Ducks Unlimited Canada has been to the conservation of Canadian wetlands this past 8.5 decades. So, over the next couple months, I will be crisscrossing Canada, checking out Ducks Unlimited Canada projects everywhere from Manitoba to the Maritimes to the West Coast. Now, some of my earliest memories are actually of Ducks Unlimited. I remember being a little kid and there was this trucker hat with the Ducks Unlimited logo. I vividly remember that from when I was tiny, probably 3 or 4 years old. I remember my father teaching me about how our farm near Minnedosa, Manitoba, worked alongside Ducks Unlimited. I remember him teaching me about kind of the basics of conservation and stuff. So to be here right now is great. Knowing that just down there are a whole bunch of kids roughly the same age learning about similar things. It's a source of pride, and I'm really glad that I came here today with my dad. It's true. Some of my earliest memories are of things related to Ducks Unlimited Canada and my family farm in western Manitoba. That's why I asked my father out to Oak Hammock Marsh north of Winnipeg recently to check out some documents related to our family working with Ducks Unlimited Canada for decades. In a later episode of this series, I will explore further how Ducks Unlimited Canada has worked with my family to help preserve and rehabilitate marshland. But first, I should tell you some more about the rich history of Ducks Unlimited Canada, its history, accomplishments, and the nation-spanning efforts the organization is working on through their teams of scientists and researchers to educational efforts in schools and advocacy. One thing I really think is cool about Ducks Unlimited Canada are how many different projects they have across the entire country. It all started during the tumultuous 1930s in Manitoba.
The first project, begun in 1938, was the restoration of Big Grass Marsh. Today, one of the most productive wildlife habitats in Manitoba.
In Canada's prairie provinces, agriculture steadily encroached upon the duck breeding range.
It was established in 1938 by hunter conservationists based on the plummeting waterfowl populations, ongoing droughts, and habitat loss. The organization's mission was and is to conserve and restore wetlands and associated habitats for the benefit of waterfowl, wildlife, and people. As of March 31st, 2025, Ducks Unlimited Canada has conserved 6.3 million acres of land in Canada and overseen over 14,000 projects. Now, what is important to know is that Ducks Unlimited Canada isn't just about ducks, despite their website literally being ducks.ca. The rehabilitation and conservation of wetlands are essential habitats for many species of waterfowl, fish, amphibians, and other wildlife, and they make sure that those species also thrive. The first project was launched shortly after the founding in 1938, the Duck Factory No. 1, Big Grass Marsh, near Gladstone, Manitoba, home of the Happy Rock, by the way. Not long after they built the first dam and horse-plowed its first trenches, Big Grass Marsh reached its post-recovery size of 11,400 acres, bursting with diversity. I recently spent some time at Ducks Unlimited Canada's beautiful Oak Hammock Marsh Wetland Discovery Center, just north of Winnipeg. Over this summer, my Old Canada series will be releasing numerous videos with Ducks Unlimited Canada. Mid-July, we will be looking at projects in the Maritimes. Later this summer, we will be doing a deeper dive into the history of my family farm and how Ducks Unlimited Canada has worked with us for years. Later this summer, we will be flying out west to Richmond in beautiful BC and look at a very cool urban project of theirs. Now, Ducks Unlimited Canada has projects across the entire country.
I recently was out in Prince Edward Island at one of them. The week prior, I was in Newfoundland at another. Over the next while, I will be heading out west to see a bunch of other ones. And these aren't always in rural settings. Some of them are in urban settings. And that's something that, until recently, I didn't really appreciate.
Ducks Unlimited Canada is now a diverse conservation organization active in every province and territory in Canada. They really are spanning the entire country. One of the things I have been most impressed with is how science-based the organization is, having their own research division, the Institute for Wetland and Waterfowl Research. Now, what some people don't know is how important wetlands are to the health of communities large and small. Wetlands act as natural water filters, trapping pollutants and providing clean water for local communities. Helping wetlands helps everyone. Ducks Unlimited Canada have so many projects that I'm excited to learn about. As someone that lives in the wild and tumultuous coffee shops of Toronto's West End, I appreciate their urban initiatives addressing environmental issues. As someone that likes my parents on the prairies, I appreciate what they're doing in rural Canada. And over the next few months, I look forward to showing you all sorts of the other great things I'm impressed that Ducks Unlimited Canada do. Stay tuned to Old Canada series and Ducks Unlimited Canada's social media feeds to watch our upcoming and duck-filled videos. And to learn more, go to the best named website I can think of, ducks.ca.
Now I'm here and there are so many different classes of little kids here checking out and learning about ducks and conservation. And I love it because immediately I'm transported back to being a little kid myself. I grew up in Vancouver and I remember going to all the different conservation spots with my friends. I remember having lunch. I remember having snacks. I remember my mom making the little bag full of lunches, and I remember some of my friends having cooler lunches than I did, so hopefully they're all given the same amazing lunch. Oh wow, this is a very, very high-powered way of looking at things. Holy cow. Okay, where are the ducks here? I'll take any duck. Where are you guys? Oh, no, not a duck. I gotta get one of these. Although I'm not sure that's a great idea.